tell if it's turned.
Yeah, I don't think it is. And then there's my other camera. So this camera right here, I just have sitting there taking photos every 2 minutes. Alright, so I got the memory card. Put it down in there. And I got my new one. Okay, I just changed the memory card out, formatted it. That's my camera beacon. So another thing I've been doing too is wiping these down good, cleaning them. I know the first time I put them out, I had rainstorms come through a couple nights, a couple days there, and got them pretty dirty. Alright, so there's that one. Alright, so I'm going to change out the memory card on this one. Dave's searching around for footprints. So I'm just going to leave that right there recording. So this one, the cable lock goes through the camcorder there, so nobody can get the memory card out. So I gotta pull that cable out so I can get to it. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, I'm gonna take the memory card. I've got wrote on these so I know which one's which. So I'm going to clean this one. Fine. Alright, we're out here changing my game camera memory cards. And we've seen a couple of deer running. So I'll have to see if I got them on the camcorder. I had my camcorder going as we were walking in. So I just changed out the memory cards on these two game cameras. And we just found some footprints before we got in here. There was like 4 footprints that we found. Pretty good in the sand. You can see where the toes had dug into the sand a little bit as it stepped and moved. So they were definitely toes and foot, not boot. So that was pretty cool find there. Alright, so I've been getting some pretty good deer on these cameras here, on this one camera. And then has something moving. So we'll see what we got now. Okay, these are photos from a game camera. So I'm doing something different here where I can talk over this. Okay, right here you're going to see at the time 2057, there's an orb right there appears. Alright, and then in the next photo, it's going to go away at the next photo. Right there at 2101, it went away. Okay, so I want to explain this a little here. So what you're seeing is, this is taking pictures, and it's actually compresses them together. So it's compressing them into like a video. So you're seeing picture after picture after picture, kind of in a video style here, I guess is what it is. Because I just have this camera set to take pictures. And I was saying to take pictures every 2 minutes, but I'm watching the timestamp here on the game camera, and it's like every 3 to 4 minutes it's actually taking a picture. Okay, so I want to show you too what I'm seeing here, or explain some of the things that I'm seeing. If you look straight ahead, I'm seeing like an energy. There's an energy there. You can almost kind of see a large face. There's some type of energy. Alright, and you can see from picture to picture, you can see the winds blowing. You can see some of the leaves and the grass and stuff moving a little from frame to frame. That's from the wind blowing. It's been pretty windy here in March. This past month has been pretty windy. So you can see that. Alright, and right back there at 153, there was a dark orb that appeared on the other side of the tree, but right behind the camera, a large orb. Okay, so you can stop it and go back if you want to see it. Some of this is it's just running through frame by frame here. I think that was the only thing I seen on this part of it right through here. Okay, so most of this is all during the night. I'm letting it run on through the night here, and you'll see it getting close to daylight. I go ahead and edit out the daytime ones, because it only picked up only one time during the daytime. It picked up one of the orbs. All right, and then right here you're fixing to see one of the orbs. You're fixing to see a light from it up in the top right hand corner, right there at 509. 50902, it was up in the top right hand corner. Okay, so I went through these, and actually I cut out some where I could see like leaves were blowing through, and they were getting a like a reflection from the light, the IR light that's shining there during the pictures when the pictures take. But there's flashes of light here and there too that I have on here. So you're fixing to see one of those right there at 1929. There's a flash of light comes through, and I'm seeing quite a bit of stuff like that, and they'll be going different directions, so it's not the wind blowing something through. Okay, so I'm just going to let this play here for a couple minutes here, because it's you're going to see flashes of light throughout some of this right here. So that's just what I'm showing here. Some of it's coming like straight down, some of them are going crossways. So I'm just going to let it play for a minute, and then I'll come back on and talk some more. Okay, so on through here you're still seeing flashes of light, and some of this I believe is the orb moving around. you'll see where there's a light source and it gets brighter. And I believe it's the orb moving around close to or behind the camera. There's several times here during this part where you can see that. And I'm sure there's probably a little of this that is actually fog that's kind of brightening up from the camera when it takes the pictures. Okay, right here you're going to see the orb down low. It's in a dark shape. I see it in a dark shape like that a couple times through here. Okay, so still going through here, you're going to see changes in the light still. Alright, and you can still see there's some type of energy right there in front of the camera, straight out in front. And you'll see, you can kind of see a face in there too. Just to the left side of the trees there that the camera's on. And right there you can kind of see a face right there appear. And then you're fixing to see the orb appear too, right above that camera, that game camera. Okay, so here's another part I'm just gonna let this run a little. And you're gonna see changes in the light. You're gonna see some fog. And you're gonna see the orb appear again. And then at 5:29, the orb actually goes over and sits on the other game camera right there. The game camera that you can see on the trees there, the orb is gonna sit on it. Okay, right here you have some lights coming through. It looks like a series of like 4 to 5 lights connected together going through. And then I'm just going to let this part here play also, because there's lights coming in and out going through. So I'm just going to let that play for a couple of minutes here again, and you can see the different lights going through. Okay, to keep explaining some of this here as I go to, I've slowed all these down, so you're not seeing them. Just the pictures go by so fast that you can't see nothing. So I've slowed all these down so you can see them. You can see a lot of these frame by frame, the pictures as they go by. And this is here you're going to keep seeing changes in the light. And then when it gets to like 6:15 in the morning, 6:17 they're showing, it's actually going to start, you'll see it starting to get daylight. And then that's where I edit it out, and I cut the daytime out of it, because like I said, it's not picking up anything during the daytime on this one here. So I edited that out to keep it from being too long, so that way you're seeing all the stuff that's going on at night here. Okay, right here at 20:29, there's a deer. It caught a deer going through. Okay, so this is going to go a little bit more, and then at 23:25, you'll see another deer. The camera took a picture of another deer going through. Okay, here's a part early in the morning where I slowed it down some. So you can see there's fog and there's rain. So you can tell that it's raining from picture to picture here. So you can get an idea of what's coming up here in just a couple minutes here. Okay, this is a screenshot here that I saved from this little section, just so I can stop it for a minute here and show you. If you'll look at that orb, there's a big orb right there, and right there to the right of it, towards the top, between the orb and the trees, you can see a face right there. You can see the eyes, the nose, the cheekbone. You can see that face. Okay, coming up on 20:53:03 here, down on the bottom right hand corner, you'll see something pass by the camera here, something that's glowing white from the light of the picture. I don't know what this is. Okay, here's another deer too that it caught right about the center of the screen. So that's about the third deer that it caught so far. Okay, this is what I was waiting to get at right here. Now right here, this is what I believe is a Sasquatch that is cloaked. He has an orb above his head, and you can see right here he's walking in the rain and the fog, and he walks up and stands in front of that game camera that's taking videos. That camera's set to take videos when it's triggered by movement. So he did not set that camera off. Okay, and I'm thinking this is what this is because of the shape of his neck there, the typical shape of a Sasquatch, not having a neck like we do, and also from the other evidence that we've been finding in this area. Okay, I'll let this run on into the daytime so you can see what it looks like during the day after seeing him standing there during the night, during the early morning hours. Okay, this is a shot of me and Bigfoot Dave standing there too. So I'm standing right there about where the Sasquatch was. So this is for size comparison. Okay, so continuing on here, following on along the timeline here on the game camera, there's more lights and orbs coming up here. Okay, here's 2 more small orbs and a deer that it caught. Okay, that's it for that round of pictures off of that game camera. So here's a few screenshots just to kind of recap, show you what you just looked at. Alright, so this will be the end of the video then, and thank you for watching.